With Neon XR, you can turn any VR headset into a research-grade eye tracking tool. Here I'll show you one possible example of this. I'm recording this footage with the Pico 4 headset with the Neon module attached to it, and I'm using the officially available mount. So I'm starting here in the cockpit of this de Havilland Dash 7. You can see the gaze overlay immediately in the form of this red circle here. Now this overlay indicates where I'm looking, and this overlay is measured 200 times per second. So it updates very quickly, and this is generated based on the video captures of my two eyes by the Neon module. On the top left here, we can see this video capture in question, and it's syncing up with the gaze circle. So alongside the gaze data that we'll be mostly looking at in this video, Neon XR also records data such as pupillometry, blinks, and fixations. Now this is the kind of data that I find really cool. This is what you could potentially have a flight instructor at a ground school watch the playback of and give you notes on how to improve or how to perform better as a pilot. Maybe there's certain behavioral tics or certain patterns that they recognize that you need to watch out for or improve upon. So if there's any professional pilots watching this, they might have more than a few notes for me, but please be kind. This is my second flight in this Dash 7. I have now completed my pre-flight checklist and was cleared to enter the runway, and now I'm just waiting for takeoff clearance. And as soon as we get that, we'll get rolling.
Aquarary Tower Boxbird 29er ready for departing straight out at runway 01.
Boxbird 29er, wind 281 at 12. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 01.
Cleared for takeoff runway 01 Boxbird 29er.
Alright, so there we go. I was cleared for this takeoff. Now I'm slowly going to move these levers forward. These are the condition levers. So in a turboprop, these control the amount of fuel flow within each engine. Alright, so all four levers are forward. The fuel flow is looking good for each of these engines. And this is where I check the center console once again, just to make sure all of the engines are performing as expected. Always a good idea to monitor the engine performance during a takeoff, right? You don't want any trouble to be left unnoticed before you go airborne. The brakes are now released, and I start this roll down the runway, keeping the plane nice and center, and always want to glance at my airspeed. So we're picking up a little speed, then we push this throttle all the way up to maximum power. The engines are looking good at full power, keeping it centered. We're picking up a lot of speed. Almost to takeoff, so we're going to do V1 very shortly. Yeah, V1, and this is where I rotate. So I take off here, a little bit windy, but not a bad takeoff. Now I put the landing gear in the up position. Make sure that that is locked. Everything's looking good, so the gear's up and locked. And we're just going to continue our climb out of here. Engine's looking good. Check our airspeed as we climb. Off to the left, we can see the city of Akureyri, which is the second biggest city in Iceland. Beautiful place, one of my favorites. Pretty good weather today as well, so good visibility, some low clouds. Now I want to make sure the flaps are up, so they're at 33%, now they're at 0%. Airplane's going to pitch down just a little bit as the flaps go up. We want to make sure that we maintain our climb. Then we're going to start this left-hand turn. So I start the left-hand turn towards Iceland's capital city of Reykjavik. And now we just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. At Pupil Labs, we want to put eye tracking tools into as many hands as possible. We're excited to see what pilots and instructors would do with a tool like this, so if you have any ideas, we'd love to hear from you.